In this video, we'll help you learn how to go from super wide U-turns to ultra tight U-turns and build confidence for all slow speed maneuvers. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm PJ, this is Zen, and we are Geeks on Bikes. So we're back out in the parking lot today and we are doing slow speed maneuvers. Are you having a hard time doing some of these slow speed maneuver exercises? If you are, we've got a great exercise for you. Okay, so there's no shame in having a hard time doing slow speed maneuvers. You know, especially you've gotten a bigger bike, maybe you're just off of the MSF course, you were on a tiny little bike, now you got a bigger bike and it's heavier and it's yours and you're afraid that you're gonna, wreck it. So we're gonna do an exercise that can get progressively harder and harder at your pace and whatever you feel is comfortable. Setup for this is super easy. We're gonna need 8 cones. Place 2 just outside a parking space and 2 more on the opposite side. Then give yourself lots of space to line up and prepare yourself for the next turn. The distance is whatever you're comfortable with. You're then going to ride through the cones. You can start with left or right turns. Again, this exercise is about progression and getting only a little out of your comfort zone. Once you start getting comfortable turning one way, then start turning the other. If you keep missing the exit cones, there are 2 likely reasons. You need to start looking at the exit cones just before you pass the entrance cones. Keep looking at them the entire length of the turn. It might feel a little scary at first, but I promise it will help you make the turn. The other reason you might be missing the exit cones is you're not counter-steering enough through the turn.
So from the beginner perspective, making the slow speed maneuver U-turn, there are 3 steps, at least from my experience. So the first step would be to mentally be aware you're about to steer and understand what that's going to feel like on your bike and just be mindful of that for me. And then the second step would be, if you're making a left-handed U-turn, is to turn your head, look at where you're going, and then begin the counter steering by slightly turning your bike to the right if you're going left for the U-turn. And then the third step is to actually begin the lean. And this is the most crucial step. When you want to go deeper in the lean, you actually want to push on the side you're leaning rather than pulling in. Because I know for me, it made more sense if I wanted to go deeper in the left lean, I would pull in on the bike because the back tire would go in more, and that somehow made sense in my head. But actually what you want to do is push on the left side so that your bike leans more, and then that way you can make your turn or your U-turn a little bit tighter. And we're talking real tiny amount of pushing to get that lean. It's not a, it's just very gentle. And that's the beauty, is this exercise gives you that opportunity to little by little fine-tune your leaning, and then you can progressively get it tighter and tighter and tighter. These are really minor adjustments that a lot of people think, oh, it's intuitive, you'll know when you're doing it. But for me, because I have, not a lot of motorcycling experience, being mindful of these 3 things has helped me make the U-turn. The next progression is to do the same exercise, but we're going to do figure 8s. Once you feel comfortable, it's time to tighten it up. Move your cones in and go again. You might start missing the exit cones again, and that's okay. We're doing this to get better, and you will get better as long as you commit to practicing. Every time you get comfortable, move the cones closer together. Your final goal is to do a figure 8 in 4 parking spaces. And we'll do a 4 parking space figure 8 tutorial soon. We hope that you found this video instructive and helpful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe and click bell thingies and all of that. The bell thingy, that's fancy. I don't know. Click that bell thingy and you can be notified when thingies are posted.